Welcome back. Hopefully our next guest will answer a question that I've had for a while. It's like, what exactly is house music and how did it come to dominate the world scene so much? What I do know is that if you're living in the township, all right, because there's no noise bylaws, you do not want a house next to somebody who absolutely loves house music because it'll be on all night. Okay, now our next guest, he shot to fame in 2005 when his reinterpretation of Brahuma Segela's Stimela hit our dance floors. Today, literally, he is one of the biggest house DJs in the entire world. Give it up for Black Coffee.
Fine, how are you, man?
I'm very well, thank you.
That was a big intro.
That is a very big intro. Very big. But you agree with me, like, you know, Kokasi, there's no...
I've got a solution for that.
What is it?
Buy them a Black Coffee album.
And then, so then you'll be listening to you. Then it was like, all right.
Better kind of house music.
But you're considered one of the best house DJs in the world. And apparently, and I'll take it back because you grew up in somewhere very rural where you used to milk cows.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I hope that's all you did to them. You know those farm boys, kinky, huh? Moo, moo. Gantumutu busy with your cow.
No, man. No, that's all I did. I actually looked after the cows, even when they were sick out-tailed. You know, I knew a lot.
Where did you grow up?
Mthatha.
Ah.
Yeah, in the Transkei. It was still the Transkei then.
Of course.
Yeah.
And you milk them, or did they belong to you, or you just taking care of them? Okay.
Yeah,
and how many did she have?
She had about 9, but I mean, I would be milking 4 or 5 at a time. Somewhere, I mean, I would make 4 or 5, depending who's got kids, who's got milk, you know.
And did you sell the milk as a family, or was it just for house use?
Some friends sometimes sell if there's a lot, you know, but for family use. But I still love milk. I still love mass, surprisingly, you know.
Yes, because most people who grew up eating or doing something are just like, no, I don't want any of that. All right, you studied music, right?
Yes.
Were you intending to always be, would you be a musician, as in play an instrument, or were you just going to be involved in the music industry?
I think I always wanted to be in the music industry. Like as a kid, at school, they introduced, when I was in Standard 5, they introduced a music class. Okay. For the first time in the school. So I was in that class, and we did until Standard 7. Then I had to go to high school. And then the next high school didn't have a music class. Right. So we were a class already. So they had to find us a teacher. So in high school, they introduced music as well. Right. So we did that until matric. And then after matric, then I went to Technical Natal. Sure. To do light music. Could you have possibly thought that you would be rich from house music? I'm not rich. Oh, come on. Okay, fine. How shall we put it? Yes, rich. In a journey, you know, it was very confusing because, I mean, in school, we had our own a cappella groups, you know, like Boys to Men, kind of gospel. Did you sing? Yes. Really? I was in a choir, you know, in school. And, I mean, from there, I went to study jazz. And I still had the classical background. I mean, when I was studying jazz, I did opera. Right. So house music didn't feature there. Right. I just knew that I wanted to be in music, you know. And, I mean, then I slowly started making music in the school studio. I think that's how it began. Yeah. Okay, Black Coffee, please explain this to me because I'm too old or something like it. But how do you define house music? Like, what makes a house music CD, you know, or a beat? Is there something that you can distinguish, or would you like, that's definitely house? No, that's definitely not house. I guess it's the beat and the tempo, you know. But then in house, you find different styles. Right. When I do house, like because of my background. On the previous album, I have people like Brahuma Segela singing on a house track. Right. When he walked in and I played him the song, he said, "What music is this?" Right. So I said, "This is house music." He's like, "Oh, is that garage music?" You know, because he wasn't familiar with the music. I put such elements. I want to have more musical stuff. You know, more South African. I mean, I have Obabu Black Moses on the album. I have Raringo on the album. So I use all these elements, but still it's under house, meaning the beat is still the house beat, but the elements, you know, it's something from your jazz to your African soul, pop, whatever you call it.
You have such a colorful background. And apparently, so from milking cows, you play all over the world. You studied music, opera, to classical and all that. And you also, though, had a penchant for Pantsula dance.
Oh, yeah, man. I was
very
the man.
Shy, Joe.
I was the man.
Do you still have some moves?
Nah.
And what, like, would you be the boy?
No, we actually, in high school, we had a group, man. I remember the first time, because the school choir was raising funds, and we decided, you know what, let's start a group. That's how it started. So they had a beauty pageant, and our group was supposed to perform for the first time.
Okay.
When we started performing, they had to shut down the whole show because people were jumping. It just became chaotic. It just became chaotic. And from there, we thought, let's keep this group, you know? Yeah, I was the man.
What was it called?
The guy who used to own the sound system, his name was Doppler.
Doppler?
Yeah, so he initiated that whole thing. So we used to be called Dopplers Pantsulas.
Dopplers Pantsulas. Yeah. Okay, so and you were good? If you No, now all your friends were like, all right, dude, circular. But were you that boy with like, when there's a circle, always. You are there?
Before I started DJing, I used to be so much into dancing.
Really?
Yeah, I used to be so much. I would go to the clubs. I mean, I got into DJing because I used to go with the DJs just to dance.
Right.
You know? And then once I started DJing, I lost it.
Do you still like dancing now?
I can't. I would love to.
But you lost the beat. You can just like hop on.
That's my best move.
Here's the thing I think about dance, all right? And Tinabantaki, we love E-Circle. We love dances. I think we spend a little too much time, quite frankly, on dances. I don't know how it... Who decided that this season, this is the way, you know? Oh, Segis or whatever and all that kind of stuff. But here's one thing, and I want to hear your thoughts about it. There's one dance that I really think it has no dignity. Do not do it. Don't do it. Period. Even when you're alone in the mirror. It's Ipa.
I thought so.
It's Ipa bafowethu. No. It's wrong or it's Ipa. No. Especially when it's an older woman and she's like chunky.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I promise you, like chunky mamas should just bring themselves
in
together.
Clubs, you know, you see a girl doing that, you're like, whoa.
Okay, so it's not just me being an old fart,
I don't care how hot you thought she was.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's just wrong. No. Okay, no Tsipa.